Samson Dauda, one step away from the top. Samson Dauda is one of the best bodybuilders in the world, placing third at the 2023 Mr. Olympia and winning the 2023 Arnold Classic. Going into the 2024 bodybuilding contest season, Samson was focused on defending his Arnold Classic title in Columbus, Ohio, and then challenged for the Arnold Classic title on his home turf in the UK. Unfortunately for Samson, there was one major factor that would deny him his victory in Columbus, Ohio, and in the UK, and that would be Hadi Choopan. Hadi Choopan wanted to show the world that he should have won the Mr. Olympia title in 2023, and that he is still the best bodybuilder in the world. Hadi was invited to the Arnold Classic USA and UK, and this was a great opportunity to show the world that he is the best bodybuilder and the rightful winner of the Mr. Olympia title. Hadi dominated the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio and the UK, leaving everybody behind and fighting for second place. Chasing Hadi Choopan was Samson Dauda. Samson is the taller bodybuilder, but Hadi Choopan arrived in razor-sharp condition, blowing away the competition. Samson is the better structured bodybuilder, but he did not arrive in the condition that would give him the chance to challenge Hadi Choopan. We now move on to our next subject, the perfect balance between condition and size. In the last couple of years, bodybuilding has moved away from total size and towards a more balanced and conditioned physique. Bodybuilders such as Hadi Choopan are defeating bodybuilders twice his size. It's useless for a bodybuilder such as Samson Dauda to be 300 pounds weeks before a competition. The mentality that a bodybuilder has to be the biggest on stage to win is wrong. If bodybuilders are going to play the size game, especially in the modern era, they are not going to win shows. The men's classic physique division is another great example of how a balanced physique with great condition defeats the bigger and fuller competitor. At the 2024 Arnold Classic USA, Wesley Vissers arrived in incredible condition, and he went on to defeat the defending champion, Ramondino. Wesley has a more blocky physique, compared to the more aesthetic Ramondino, but Wesley's condition was the difference to award him victory. Samson's former coach of almost 3 years, Milos Sarcev, has allegedly said that Samson has to dig deeper if he wants to defeat bodybuilders such as Hadi Choopan. On the last few episodes of the Menace podcast, Dennis James, Chris Cormier, and Milos Sarcev discussed how Samson has to dig deeper and suffer to achieve the condition that will win him major titles, such as another Arnold Classic title, and possibly the Mr. Olympia.
Because this generation is in their feelings first, and it's not the real reality of the situation. You get in your feelings, you're hurt, you didn't win. I mean, let's face it, I mean, Milos is a damn good fucking coach, and he puts his heart and his fucking life invested in someone else's life. He already had his own journey. Now he's on other people's journey. And then at the end of the day, no, wait. At the end of the day, everybody knows the date of the show. The competitor knows the date of the show. It is your responsibility to get your ass in shape. He can tell you what to do. He can guide you. This is what I want you to do and what I want you to look like. At the end of the day, you got to work your ass off. Did Hadi look like he worked his ass off? Hadi looked like he worked his ass off. And how you going to blame somebody else when this guy brought you so much cachet, so much abundance of everything?
Yeah. So then you can, what judges are looking, for the remaining of a bodybuilding, aesthetics, shape, balance, all that stuff, thickness, width, V-taper, stuff. Samson has a lot of attributes that he could have taken.
We talk about this every week, Milos. I know you just sound like a broken record because you say this every week. We know how you feel about Samson and his shape. The world knows, and I know you still believe that Samson, when he nails it, is unbeatable, and I agree with you.
I do think so.
I think we all agree. If Samson nails his condition, he's unbeatable. Abdullah, do you agree? Chris,
Yes.
you agree?
Yeah, he nails it.
So now, Huh?
So that's about nailing
So,
it, right?
so,
That's
so
You
yeah.
need striations in the quads. You need that stomach to where you can totally like just totally wrap that skin
But don't
around
you?
each.
But Chris, don't you think that if he drops, let's say, I don't know, let's realistically say, what do you think him? How much?
12 pounds.
Let's
12 pounds.
realistically now. We're not talking
12
about
pounds.
because Milos.
At the 2023 Mr. Olympia, Samson placed third, behind Hadi Chupin and the winner Derek Lunsford. Samson has a more aesthetic and balanced physique when compared to Lunsford and Chupin, but he does not have the condition, and that was the difference between a third-place finish and winning the Mr. Olympia title. While working with his former coach Milo Sarkev, Samson Dauda has moved up to become a favorite to challenge for the Mr. Olympia title. It remains to be seen what improvements will be made until he steps on stage at the 2024 Mr. Olympia. Samson has made incredible improvements in recent years. He has the foundation, and now he has to sculpt his physique to achieve the greatness that awaits him. And finally, Samson needs to learn to handle constructive criticism. In the days following the Arnold Classic USA and UK, it is evident that Samson does not take criticism very lightly. After the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, Samson went on to block RX Muscle after Dave Palumbo allegedly said that he had no chance of beating Hadi Chupin during prejudging. Samson went on to publish a rant, criticizing the media outlets that had something to say about him after the event. Other media outlets, such as the Menace podcast, also were critical about Samson in regards to criticizing his physique and what needs to be done to improve. Samson must remember that nobody hates him, and the sport of bodybuilding is based on constructive criticism and pointing out what the athlete needs to do to improve their physique. Samson needs to listen to what respected bodybuilding pundits need to say and use that as motivation to improve his physique for the next event. It's useless to block every channel that has an opinion, as he will end up being ignored and put to the side by the media. Please support our channel and subscribe to continue to receive the latest in bodybuilding news and features.